Hello, my name is Esmeralda Gaetan, and today I'm going to be talking about why cats are better than dogs. So imagine, you're working and then you come home and you feel tired and exhausted, and instead of being greeted with a lot of noise and a lot of chaos, you're greeted with quiet purring and comfort. If you have ever thought about getting a pet, but you don't really know what type of pet you want to get, I want to help you see why cats might be a better choice for you than dogs. I'm not an expert, but I honestly grew up with a lot of pets in my family, and I want to share realistic reasons on why cats might be a better option for most people. And today I will talk about how cats are more independent, and then I will talk about how they are easier to take care of, and then I will finally share how they create a calmer environment. Okay, so first, dogs can be really hard to manage rather than cats. Growing up with a lot of dogs, I can say that they do require a lot of attention, like every day, and they do need a lot of exercise and a lot of constant attention to be able to stay happy and healthy. And according to an article that I read from the Spruce Pets, it states that dogs do need a lot more exercise and space than cats that make them hard to manage for people that have busier lifestyles. And dogs can also be loud and disruptive. They bark at strangers and they do make a lot of noise, especially when people are around. And this can create a lot of problems for people, and it can create a stressful home environment, which can make them difficult for people who honestly have a lot going on or just honestly have a busy lifestyle and work a lot. Next up, we're going to talk about why dogs require more responsibility and dependence than cats. So, dogs require a lot of time and effort, and it's really important to understand why they are so demanding. So basically, dogs depend a lot on their owners for emotional support and care. They can't really be alone for a long time without getting anxious and becoming destructive. And there is research that shows that cats are more independent and don't really rely on humans as much as dogs do. And it also shows that owning a dog can cost more, to take care of, and can be just more demanding overall, because they just require you to play with them every day and just require a lot of attention. And in the article written by National Institute of Health, it also states that the relationships with cats are rated better because cats don't require as much effort and they don't cost as much money as dogs do. Next up, we're going to be talking about why cats are a better and easier choice. So, since dogs require, more attention and effort and are a bigger responsibility than cats, I think that cats are a better option for people who have a busy lifestyle, mostly because they are independent and low maintenance, which makes them more ideal for people who are busy and have a lot of things going on in their lives, but they still want to have a pet around. For example, they groom themselves, they don't need daily walks, and they can stay longer. They can be alone longer than dogs. And having a cat can just be easier overall because they just require less daily effort and care. I think that people should consider, choosing a cat as a pet instead of dogs, you know, because there's a lot of sources that show that cats are just better because they are just independent and are better survivors in nature. And choosing a cat as a pet can just be less stressful and easier for just people who just want a calm pet or just don't really want a lot of responsibility, but want to be able to own a pet. So in conclusion, I believe that cats are better than dogs because they are more independent and they are also easier to take care of and overall just less demanding than dogs are. Dogs are just also way harder to manage, and they just require a lot of attention and responsibility. And for people that just have a busy lifestyle, I just think it's I just think cats are just a better option for those who are just looking for a quiet and calm pet without a lot of stress. And in the end, I think the best pet is the one that fits your lifestyle, and cats can make your life easier, calmer, and definitely more manageable. Thank you.